What do you say to those that say company-sponsored research is biased because a corporate's paid for it?
Well, again, it's a great question. And of course, we do come up against this. But the issue here is that research is always paid for. You still come across boards from time to time who tell their C-suite managers that research is free, but this is not true. Research that is free is often has a bias to it because it's driven just by a transaction, or the corporate is paying for it, but they have no idea how to separate that out and establish what value they're actually getting from the service, and whether it's dispassionate, because the value is, what do investors think about it? So the issue there is that so long as the payments are transparent, so long as it is clear that the corporate has paid for the research, so long as the fees are paid upfront for the year as cleared funds, and so long as it's not just one investment research note that's being produced, it is much more transparent and it is much more balanced than the previous recent 30, 40 years of research production. So it's a huge improvement in what was going before. There is just one exception to this, and that is if research is funded by the corporate with stock payments. There are companies out there who will offer to do research coverage and distribution in return for stock. This is probably worse than the broker situation, because really what these companies are doing is acting as investment managers, and then they are promoting their own story. Inevitably, if you're taking stock as payment, you are going to want the story to move upwards. In small and mid cap, the bias is high here because the equity research provider has an advantage in that they have the stock, they put out the research. If the stock moves, they can, over time, over a period of 12 months or 24 months, with small and mid cap, they could easily make a 10x return, even a 1000x return. We have clients where we have moved the price 1000% in 24 months, but we do not take stock for payment.